I'm an idiot. I let the possibility of a really good deal blind my judgment and common sense, so naturally I want to tell the story here so that if you're ever in the same position, you can make a better call than I did. I accidentally purchased a fake Louis Vuitton belt, so I want to tell you what I missed, what duped me, and how you can avoid making the same mistake. If you're new here, hi, I'm Miranda. Welcome to my channel where we talk all things budget, beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. If that sounds interesting to you, then become the newest member of the Slashed Squad by hitting subscribe and the bell icon. On that note, that kind of leads me to my first red flag that should have tipped me off. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. If you find a Louis Vuitton product or any other big name luxury designer product that's being sold at bargain budget prices, be suspicious. Anyway, let me just get straight into the story. So I recently discovered here in Vegas there is this luxury resale boutique. It's actually owned by Goodwill, and it's kind of where they send all of their donations that are higher ticket brands, so that way they can charge more than you would expect from a typical Goodwill. So I went in last week and I did a beeline for the glass case where they keep all of the designer stuff. My eyes went straight to two Louis Vuitton belts on the shelf. I asked to see both of them. Now, the first one was a Louis Vuitton Supreme collab, and I marked it as a fake right away because of a huge spelling error. Instead of saying made in France, the back said made in Frane. That's not a country. But this particular one caught my eye and didn't have anything super obvious to me that would make me think it was fake. What it is supposed to be is the early 2000s trunks and bag belt in the multicolor monogram. It is so OG Paris Hilton. It reminded me of Mean Girls. I just thought it was so cute. So I started inspecting it a little bit closely. First, I started looking at the belt buckle. All of the hardware was branded, which was a good sign. There was nothing misspelled, and in general, the buckle seemed like it was good quality. Then I turned it over to the back, and the first thing that I look for when I'm trying to identify fakes, and kind of usually what I catch fakes on, is the model number and the date code. So Louis Vuitton products have two codes on them always. The model number refers to what the product actually is, and the date code gives you the information as far as where it was manufactured and when it was manufactured. So I've found a lot of fakes in the past by putting in the model number just on Google and having it match to a Louis Vuitton product that is not the one I'm holding. But this one checked out. It was M9627, which did match with this belt. Now, as far as the date code, I put that in on an online database. The code is CA1009, which told me that the belt was made in Spain in 2009. And that checked out because the brand stamp also said made in Spain. That's another way that I have found fakes. So when both of those codes checked out, I got really excited, and that's kind of when I just stopped looking for reasons why this might be a fake. So without much more further inspection than checking out those two codes and making sure everything was spelled right on the belt, I bought it for $30. So that also should have been an indicator that it wasn't real. I just kind of figured that because this particular store didn't authenticate items, they were just gonna put everything out there for sale, real or fake. It would be priced how it is, and you know, maybe you got lucky. And I thought I was getting lucky. So here's what I missed. First of all, something that I didn't notice in store because I was way too excited was the fact that the pattern on the belt is printed kind of askew. When you get a monogram Louis Vuitton belt, you're always going to have the initial nice and centered in the middle throughout the whole belt. On my belt, it kind of goes off kilter. A real Louis Vuitton belt is not going to look like that. It's going to be completely even throughout, completely centered. Now, another thing, and this might be a little bit harder to catch if you're not looking at the real thing right next to it, but the logo is printed in the wrong font. When you're looking at a real Louis Vuitton logo, the O in Louis and Vuitton are almost exact circles, or perfect circles rather. A lot of fakes use kind of more of a squishy font, so as you can see here, the O is more oval. What they did get right though, and what the other belt that I saw didn't get right besides made in Frane, was that made and in are both lowercase, whereas the country is capitalized. So they got that right. There's some attention to detail when they put this together. Now, the nail in the coffin, the moment I was like, damn, yep, this is fake, I looked up comparison photos online. I actually went to The RealReal, which is a luxury consignment store online, and they guarantee authenticity. So I looked for this exact belt being sold, and I found a sold listing that had already been purchased, and I looked at the photos. And one major difference that I saw was that on the real belt, the model number was printed above the size, and on mine, it's below. Now, something that I thought was really funny, and my dumb American butt didn't notice either, is that this size makes no sense. So first of all, Louis Vuitton sizes their belts in both inches and centimeters, because obviously they're sold all over the world. Now on a real belt, they label centimeters on top and inches on the bottom. This one clearly has the smaller number, which you'd assume is inches, on top. But aside from that, this conversion makes no sense. 38 inches does not equal 110 centimeters. If anything, it should say 44 and 110 or 38 and 90 something. But that is not something that was glaring to me because I have no concept of the metric system. Now that I have this fake merchandise, what do I do with it? Some people say you can donate it because at least someone could use this as a belt. But the problem with donating it specifically to a thrift store is that they're going to now sell a fake, which is illegal. And not only that, but there are not so nice people out there who will buy it, know it's a fake, and then turn around and try to sell it to someone as real and probably swindle a lot more than $30 out of them. A lot of people say that if you're not going to use it yourself, then just destroy it, because that eliminates all possibility that it will be resold to another sucker. As for myself, I might keep this for like Halloween costume purposes. I've also looked into different crafts that I could use, like to upcycle the belt, because in the end, like, it's cute. I'm not gonna wear it and try to pull it off as a real Louis Vuitton belt because I think that's tacky, but maybe I can make it into a craft project, because Lord knows if I had a real Louis Vuitton belt, I would not be cutting it up, you know what I mean? I wanna know, what would you do if you found out that you bought a fake Louis Vuitton? Let me know in the comments below. Today's shout out goes to Kathy. Thanks so much for being a member of the Slashed Squad. And if you wanna see me buying real Louis Vuitton, check out this video next where I go shopping in Paris and bring home 2 handbags. I'll see you over there. Bye!